Hi there, it's Joseph Shepard.
And your girl, Miss Laganja Estranja, and welcome back to another episode of Queening Out!
I couldn't do that.
But I just wanted to add a little tongue pop for the last episode of Drag Race,
right?
All-Stars 8.
All-Stars 8 is the last one.
We have a winner, baby.
We have a winner, baby. Two. Yes,
Two
we
winners.
do have two winners. And I can't wait to get into it. We, of course, had emails come through. We asked for suggestions for you guys.
Oh, honey, they came through.
They came through everything. So we're going to get into some of those in a bit, but let's get into these emails. The first one is from Remington. I wanted to leave a voicemail, but due to long-term effects of crystal, I have a murmur and a stutter. I am celebrating a decade of sobriety from the choice. Woo woo!
Amazing.
However, when it comes to getting lit, I spark the J with the doll. Shepard, the man of many platforms. Thank you for the shows, particularly Exposed. Super fan of Katya's, loved Pearls, and especially King Tyra. I fell back in love with him mostly.
Mostly.
I don't know why I said it that way.
Shade.
Question. It's All-Stars 10, all winners too. They're assuming.
Right.
Priyanka, Bob the Drag Queen, Aquaria, Sasha Velour, Alaska, Lawrence Chaney, Kidamine, and Bianca Del Rio. Is there anyone you would add to the list of choices, or who would be on your list?
Not that we're just skipping over All-Stars 9.
Yeah, they said nope.
They said we're not even interested. We're moving on to 10.
It's 10.
Okay. In the winners list that we didn't have on that list, well, I feel like BB, but BB's already come back.
Yeah.
But I still would love to have her back. I'm such a fan of her work. So
and
amazing.
I think that when BB came back, also like during that time period of All Stars, was it 3 or 4? 3, because it was Trixie Mattel season.
Okay.
So in All Stars 3, when she came back, everybody thought she was a mole.
Oh, that's right.
And everybody was thinking that she was like undercover. So like I wasn't paying attention to BB for how I should pay attention to her. I was paying attention as like, I bet she is sneaking around.
Okay,
but
yeah.
That's not what it was.
No, I love her, of course, as much, I've said it many times. I love season 1. So I think that would be fierce to add her into the winners, of course. What about you? Is there someone you'd want to add?
I mean, I would love if Carmen Farala from España. But the thing is that I don't know how well her English is. So I know she's been learning a lot because that's, she does want to like start touring more in the US and stuff.
Yeah.
But I also, I know it'd be drama, but I would love to see King Tyra back just for some drama.
I would too. Think it would. That would be fierce. I also enjoyed that Exposed, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if I ever told you that, but it was very good. Okay, next up we have a message from Gary and Ross. Hey, watching from Thailand. Love you guys. My question is to Laganja Estranja. Kun Sai Kai. Not for sure if I said that right. Hopefully I did. I've seen a TikTok of you speaking Thai and it was so cute. What is your favorite part of your trip to Bangkok and did you vlog it? Also, can you give me and my brother a shout out? Lots of love from Gary and Ross from Chiang Mai. Well, first off, shout out to you two. Hey, boo. Yes, I did vlog it. Yes, that should be uploading to my channel any day now. We have edited it. Part 1 should be coming very soon. My favorite part was probably the food. I loved the food. Super spicy, super sour. And I just loved how communal it was and how it was a lot of like, how we do like tapas and share it. Like that was sort of the vibe there as we would order a bunch of different dishes and all share. So I really liked that sort of cultural aspect of eating Thai food. And then, of course, the drag mall, Watergate. It was insane. I bought so much drag. I had so much fun. So definitely don't know enough Thai. The video you saw of me on TikTok was with a very famous TikToker there who was teaching me how to say different, I think, animals. We did several videos, so I'm not for sure which one you saw. But I don't speak Thai. No, I didn't learn. Something I'm going to have to work on for sure. But thank you for your message and lots of love to you in Thailand. Hope to be back very soon.
Well, let's look and see. I think we got voicemail. It's been a moment since we've had a little voicemail.
Hello, Joseph Shepard and Laganja Estranja. It's crazy that it's an 805 number because I am also an 805 born and raised baby, from San Luis Obispo County, and that's actually the first place I ever saw Laganja Estranja performing live at the Slow Brew.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been really loving Queening Out. So my question for both of you is, because you do so many different types of media and entertainment, would you ever consider doing a duet with an EP, you know, a song release, and for Laganja, my gorgeous trans representative, would you also consider potentially bringing back Laganja's Dance School? Because that's also where I was able to meet you in person, where you were instructing the class, and it was so much fun with my pink pleaser boots and all. I would definitely love to see Laganja's Dance School to come back someday.
So sweet.
I was like, I've only been in San Luis Obispo once, and I was like at this brewery, and then they're like the name of the brewery. So I'm like, okay, work. You really were there. Well, first off, I love that idea. I feel like we definitely should do a song together.
I'm down for it. We could even call it Queening Out or the Queen. We could down.
Work with something. I think that would be super fun.
Because I got a good flow. I know you got a good flow.
Well, I have good writers.
Okay, but I mean, you still have to have a flow to be able to rap and do it.
Sure, yeah, but I think a lot of the flow comes from the writing. So I always say shout out to my writers.
I'm down 100%.
That would be super fun.
Yeah.
So I love that idea. And then Laganja's Dance School, I definitely want to bring it back. I've been wanting to have a revival of that. I think it's just that I've been so busy that I haven't been able to commit. But it's definitely on my docket of things to do. So stay tuned for that for sure.
Well, we are going to take a break. When we get back from our little breaky, we're going to go into this All Stars 8 finale.
Ooh. And we are back with Queening Out, and we are here today to break down All Stars 8 grand finale, honey.
Ooh.
I really liked the format this year. How
did.
it included the other girls.
Yes.
That was cool.
And it felt like it was just, I like that they just kept them around. And I like being able to see these girls. And, you know,
Yeah.
I've heard that All Stars 9 is now a non-elimination. I think that they're learning with the All Stars that they probably need to let the girls shine.
Right, it's our favorites.
Yeah.
So we want to see them as much as possible.
Exactly.
But still keep it interesting. So I liked this format for sure. I thought that was really fun that they all were a part of it, and it sort of felt like everyone was rooting for each other, which was like really nice to have that sense of camaraderie.
And then when they were all sitting around and they brought out the pink fuzzy box.
That was great. They just won a bunch of money.
Yeah,
That
it was just like
awesome.
money and
I was like,
trips.
that's
I was
fun.
like, that's exciting.
Yeah. And then the other two were like, wait, y'all won stuff? And it's like, girl, y'all got enough money. Chill out.
I also thought that I think there was I saw like a breakdown of all the money that everybody had made.
Okay.
And I believe that the person who had the least amount of money, and I felt bad, was Darian. They only made $500.
Oh, that's not as fun. No. But still, it's $500 for free.
Yeah. Hey.
Something better than $0.
True. And I also love that all the girls got to come out in their looks, like their
Me too.
finale
That's
looks.
what I mean. I thought that was fun. There were so many looks this episode, and usually it's, it's not that vibe.
Okay, Laganja, you ready for some wear it or tear it?
I was born ready. Let's do
Ooh.
it.
It's the finale looks. First up, we have Miss Monica Beverly Hills.
Gorgeous. I loved it. I don't necessarily love the ruffle at the leg line. I think it looks great going around the hem, but it seems a little thick up here on top of the leg. But I love the purple monochromatic story. I thought the hair was really beautiful and sleek. And I love to see that she's running with Not a Soul Can Clock.
Yes,
she's killing it.
she did it. Got the merch out.
She either heard our advice or someone else gave it to her because she's got the merch. She's really like leaning into it. So I'm so happy for her. I think that's
Same.
like an amazing thing to come out of this.
Yeah. And I think she looks stunning. I love the hair on her. The makeup was flawless. There was one thing that I was not a fan of on the dress, and that I just wish that she would have cinched or worn a corset, because it was just very...
Wasn't giving her enough curvature, you felt.
And that's the only thing. But I thought that this was a great look. And I also think that you technically couldn't really see it because of the, what do you call that?
Boa?
Yeah, the big
It's
boa
like
thing.
it's a big, like,
humongous.
yeah. Not feather boa, but it's a
boa.
no, what's that material called? I can't. Tulle boa.
Tulle. It's a
Yeah.
tulle boa.
So she never dropped that?
She like pulled it open, but she never dropped it.
Oh, yeah, no, she needed to drop it because I bet that was hiding her body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to see when you're not giving us negative space.
Exactly. I would wear it.
Wear it. It's a total wear it.
Next up, Miss Naisha Lopez. I will say I'm a fan of the fabric choice that was the blue, this blue and
Okay.
I was a fan of the colors.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of the colors. I feel like it's really washing her out. Like the light pink hair with the light pink dress. I feel like that's kind of washing her out. I like the cutouts. I like that it's sort of giving me like a Marco reference in the body. But I actually feel like that other fabric that you like is very dated. It almost feels like a curtain you would see in like a Victorian house.
Yes.
And I feel like the dress is very contemporary and modern. So I feel like the two fabrics aren't necessarily like correlating with one another. I do like the hair. I do like the jewelry. The mug, of course, is flawless. But yeah, overall, I think I'm going to have to say it's a tear it.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Tear it.
Tear.
Next up, we have Miss Kasha Davis. And I have to say, I was not a fan of this because it, to me, was very close to her Cruella de Vil look, which was all black and white.
Okay, sure.
So that was the big issue that I had with it.
I'm noticing a trend alert. It's this Victorian print. What's going on? I don't love it, unfortunately. I don't. I think it's very classic. I think it's very chic. I mean, you can never go wrong with a black and white moment. But it's like this is your finale moment. Like, I don't know. It's not giving me super finale. It's not giving me super like over the top, ridiculous. Like if she was to be in the top 3, like this is what she would have worn on the runway is what we're to assume. So it just, I think it's a little underwhelming. So it's a tear it for me.
Next up, we had Darian Lake, which I heard that this was not her original choice.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there.
You're not feeling it.
No.
Okay. I actually like this one. I think she looks really good. It's a wear it for me. I would totally wear this. I love a lime green. I love black. I love the embellishments. I love that she's giving us this sort of like, boob and pussy patch. I like that she took the cape off. I like that the cape is lined with the lime green underneath. I think her, choice of hair and ginger is really beautiful. I like the height. I think my only critique would be the earring. I think the earring is like an iridescent AB. I wish she would have just gone with a black earring. I think that would have looked a little bit sharper, but I like the look, and I think I would wear that, and I think I would turn that.
You would so turn that.
So yeah,
I could see that.
It's a wear it for me.
And I could see the little black places being like weed leaves.
Right, totally. Well, that's as I say, it kind of reminds me of my All-Stars outfit that I stripped down to that was just like the little patches. So yeah, I love that she gave us body. I love that she gave us like a jumpsuit. I think that's also sort of unpredictable. It's not, everyone is going to wear a gown, of course, for the finale. So I like that she did something a little different.
You know what? I'm going to change my mind because I feel like I actually would
Did
wear
I talk
this.
you into it?
I think you did because I do feel like I would wear this. Like this is a cool, it's a cool bodysuit.
It is a cool bodysuit. And I love her for celebrating her body this season. I think that's so awesome. And I mean, she worked hard for it. So good for her.
Well, thank you, Laganja. I'm now going to wear it.
Work it. Wear it.
Next up, we had Miss James Mansfield. And this apparently was loaned to her by Alexis Mateo.
Oh, okay. Well, Vegas. That makes sense. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
And I was so happy to see her in something different.
Yes.
Different silhouette, different vibe, different color. It's stoned from, head to toe. She's giving drama. I mean, this is totally a finale look. She looks
100%.
great. She looks so great.
So good. It's like literally a top 2, top 3 moment.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm so glad, like you said, that it's getting her out of the same, 1950s, 60s
Pink,
vibe.
big boobs,
Pink, yes. Right. I love it. Love it.
Love it too. It's a wear it. Yeah.
Miss Kahana Montrese, when she came out and she was holding her cape, I was like, what is going to be under there? Because you already look stunning. And that moment that it opened, I was like, girl. Fabulous. And then the fabric choice, the see-through fabric that you could see her butt and everything into it, I was like, it's a moment. Loved it.
Such a moment. And I'm just so freaking proud of her. I literally was writing a comment on her Instagram the other day and then I deleted it because I knew if people saw it, I was going to get like chokeholded to it. But I was saying, like, her performance on this season, like, really inspired me because I got to work with her on Work the World, and I saw how happy she is and like how just successful she feels. And even though she didn't necessarily win anything, she went on television and showed her drag and showed people how good she's gotten.
Yes.
And it made me definitely consider one day maybe wanting to go back because, she wrote on her Instagram about how she had been saving a lot of money and how she financially was in the place to do this show. And I think, again, that's something a lot of people don't necessarily think about is how much money this costs. Like this outfit right here is probably $5,000 minimum.
Yeah.
Like that cape alone, there's so much work that went into that cape alone. So I think that is a huge part of it for me. But just being able to see how happy it's made her and how what is the word I'm looking for? Not rejuvenated, but
Revitalized?
that's right. How like revitalized she feels and how like, vindicated she feels. I'm like, okay, I kind of want that. Like that energy, that vibe. I'm like, that would make me really happy too. So I'm just thrilled for her. I think she did amazing. Low key, I was sad she didn't win the Fame Games, just saying. But you could just tell this like really this moment meant a lot to her, and I think people now really recognize her and her talent.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for that because she's so fierce, she's so fun, she's so fabulous. And yeah, if you haven't seen the Instagram version of this, go check it out immediately.
Yes.
She looks insane. She's flawless. This look is so major, so major. Definitely reminded me a little bit of Got Mick. Remember when Got Mick did the heart for their finale?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
I can
kind
see
of giving
that.
me like a more like goddess version of that. But yeah, I just loved it. So cool.
Well, you said that this made you think
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
Do you know the tea on the All Stars 9 girls and how much dough they got?
I do not.
So they get I've had this confirmed by multiple sources.
Okay.
All Stars 9 girls apparently got 25 grand to go on the show.
Oh, right.
Plus a 50 grand for their outfits.
I didn't hear that. I heard the first part, but I didn't hear that. So, but that's fierce.
Yeah.
That's sickening.
Would that be helpful?
That would be helpful if it was in advance.
Yes.
If they're not giving it to you in advance, then you
Oh,
still
I
have
never
to have all
thought
the
about
money.
that.
So that wouldn't, you'd have to have that money.
Yeah.
But that's great. I hope that it is true because I'd heard the 25 and I was like, well, that's good. At least they're giving them something.
Yeah. And 50, that could be $75,000 for your outfit.
No, I'm going to go ahead and pocket 25 of that at least. I'm not spending it all on clothes now, baby. No, I'm going to need some money for my time.
Yes. Money for your time.
Yeah.
Money for the potential tears that you may have.
Oh, yeah. Well, we already know I would do that.
Well, next up, we have Lala Ree coming out in this beautiful red flowing dress.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, she really looks great. I love the finger wave. It's a total wear it. Do I think it's the most creative dress we've ever seen? No. Do I think it's like a dress that she could have gotten in Santee Alley and embellished? Yes. But I think especially for her, this was super elevated and we hadn't seen her give something like this. And for me, the hair really set it off. I thought the hair was such a bold, beautiful choice and it really framed her face. A lot of times I feel like her hair was like too flat or too little, but this, she went with that choice on purpose. And so I think it really worked. I love the see-through glove. I think it's a really nice shape on her. It's kind of like a 1920s drop waist,
Yes.
which is really beautiful. And again, a different silhouette than we've seen her in. I definitely feel like she's known for red too. I feel like she loves red. So I like that. I like that she stuck with a signature of hers. Yeah, it's a total wear it. What are you not vibing?
I would tear it, but I don't know why.
What? That's very me. I know you said something to me. I don't know exactly what you said, but I know it hurt me. You're giving very that vibe.
No. I think that it was a moment. I think that I just wanted a little bit of elevation.
Maybe
it's
if it like had
sparkle.
ostrich feathers like coming off of it, like sporadically, giving it some more movement.
Layer, yes.
Maybe. I mean, that's what I was saying. It does look sort of like a dress that you could buy from Santee Alley and then like add just the bottom to and like add some, more rhinestones and details to. But I don't know. Like I said, I think for her, she really took it there and I would wear this. I think it's beautiful. It's just not the most memorable. It's not the most like whoa, that's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But imagine if she had some giant red feather headpiece on it. Like, you know, it's like very there.
Yeah.
It's very there.
Next up, we had Miss Alexis Michelle. I thought she looked stunning. I thought that it was a great silhouette on her. I think her makeup was great. I loved the hair choice. I thought she looked great. She also was giving me Jinx teases.
Totally. Although I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen Jinx in something quite so polished.
Hold on, you keep going.
Yeah, I really like this. I do feel like Alexis had some other looks on this season that were better, that were like even more dramatic, like that blueberry outfit. Yeah. I felt it was more dramatic than this somehow. Although I think that week we didn't like that look because we were like, it's not blueberry enough. But we were like, but we like it if it wasn't if that wasn't the challenge. We're so picky with people. It's unfair. It's so unfair. It is a wear it for me. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's elegant. Again, it's sort of like Lala, where it does leave me wanting more. I don't think it's the most like, this is your grand finale and this is what you wear. Like it feels a little mid competition to me, as opposed to like the grand finale. But it's still a wear it. She looks beautiful. The hair is so perfectly coiffed. I agree. The makeup here is just flawless. I think her makeup this whole season has been incredible.
Oh yeah.
And again, she's just giving us gorgeous body. She's cinched. She's got the curves in all the right places. I love how it's like a big volume mermaid vibe at the bottom. Yeah, I think she looks great.
Next up, we had Miss Jessica Wilde.
No.
I feel you on that.
No.
And I don't know if it was the hair or like, to me, it just wasn't the caliber of what everybody else was kind of giving. And I know that Jessica can give that caliber.
I mean, I think it's on the same caliber.
Okay.
Of the last two that we just saw. It's just, I wouldn't personally wear this, and I definitely wouldn't accessorize it the way she did. You know, I hate drag jewels. I don't know. Have I ever talked about that on this show? Okay, yeah. I don't really like drag jewels unless like it's really like you're giving that. Like even when we just saw Alexis, you know, her dress was so fashionable. So she had like a smaller earring. I love it. I'm in giant gold hoops as I'm saying this today. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this like clear iridescent drag jewelry just doesn't go with this look.
Yeah.
I agree. The hair feels off. I think the hair is beautiful. I love the hair, but it feels like this is an updo kind of vibe or like a different color kind of vibe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not, I'm not correlating the hair with this outfit. And then also it's like, is this a pantsuit or are there just panels in front?
I think it's just panels in front.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not loving the silhouette. Like it's just not something I would wear, but I do think it's of the same caliber. I do think she looks rich. She looks expensive. But yeah, not my fave.
I really do think it's the hair for me that's just pushing it. And I think it's because it's too dark and it's just doing something that I don't think, you know.
I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like when we see celebs on the red carpet, like, well, they're not going to change their hair to match their dress, but we're drag queens. We literally have that as an option. So, like, I think she could have done a monochromatic moment, given us all different tones of pinks. For some reason, I think a blonde would look better with this. Blonde and pink. I don't know, very Marilyn Monroe. Maybe it could have, like, gone into that kind of atmosphere. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not, I'm not vibing with it as much as I want to.
Same. Next up, we have Candy Muse, final two, coming out in this yellow ostrich feather dress?
Gown.
Gown?
It's a gown.
Gown.
It's a tear it for me, and I'll tell you why. There's not enough. I feel like I have raked on her this whole season. But for me, I think her drag is sometimes just too simplistic for my taste. There's nothing wrong with being simplistic at all. It works for many people, and I think it works for her. That's what she likes. That's her vibe. Do your thing. But for me, it just didn't take me into a fantasy land of grand finale superstar. Like, look at the little feather in her hair. It's just so tiny. It feels like a little tiny like scrap off of her dress that they were like, okay, we'll put that in our hair. Like, it doesn't feel purposefully simplistic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, like, even the bottom of the dress, I felt like there wasn't enough feathers. And I also felt like where it started was a weird place. Like she's kind of got a waist and then like a little bit and then the feathers start. So I really felt like the feathers should have started from the waist. And I just feel like I know the feathers are very expensive, but it's like she needed double the amount. Like it needed to be like a giant ball gown, huge skirt. Because right now it's just very, very linear.
Yes.
It's very straight. It's not really giving her a lot of body. Whereas if I think she had had sort of more of an A line higher up and then the dress had shot out, it would have been more flattering on her. I do love the neckline and I do love how simple she kept the neckline. Like she could have easily put on a bunch of drag jewels right there. And I think that would have cluttered up the look. So I like that there. But here, a nice big earring, I think would have taken it to the next level. You know, like, I don't know. It's a tear it for me. It really is.
I felt
I love the color though, too. Just must say.
Oh yeah, the color looks great on her. I think that my issue was one where the slit was of the dress.
Okay.
Because it was
like two side.
It was two
not enough in the
side,
front.
and it looked more like it was two panels of ostrich feathers in the front, like one in the front, one in the back, and then that was the connection part.
Right.
Like it didn't necessarily look that way. I also think if she would have just done without the ostrich feathers and had a nice form-fitting dress to her, I haven't seen really Candy in a form-fitting gown or dress, kind of like how Alexis Michelle just had, like something that's just fitting to her body. But the feathers, to me, I think take me out of it.
Huh. Well, I mean, that kind of goes back to my point about being like purposefully simplistic, you know? So maybe you're right. Maybe if she'd lost the feathers and we really just got to see the rest of her body, that would have been a nice alternative too. I don't know. I was a little shocked because I feel like she did have some really great looks this season.
Yeah.
But this one, it definitely left me wanting more.
Same.
Yeah.
And last up, we have Jimbo in a...
It's a gown.
Yeah, a gown.
Yeah, these are gowns. I loved it. It's a total wear it. I think it's so cool. I love the hair. Again, this is where a drag jewelry worked for me because it's in black. It's very contemporary. It's sleek. I think if I had one critique, it would be the lip. I love a black lip, but it looks like she put this like iridescentness over it. And I think it would have just looked better as a flat matte, very gothic. But that's like, again, being so nitpicky. But I think the dress is so interesting. I love the material. It fits her body well. I love the matching glove. Yeah, I thought she looked great.
Yeah, I love it too. And I also love that she wasn't wearing a breastplate, but it looks like she had some boobs. And it kind of was like a different juxtaposition. Yeah. So I loved it. I would totally wear it. I love the hair too. I think the hair is very interesting. So cool. I love the combo of the colors in it. I think she looked great.
Yeah, I think she looked great too. It's a wear it.
Total wear it. Well, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to get into what you guys have suggested.
What you guys have suggested.
What you guys have suggested. And also the rest of
I was about to say, we're talking about the finale. Okay, good. And we are back with Queening Out. We are breaking down All Stars 8 finale episode. We just wore it or tore it. And now we are going to break down what actually happened in the episode.
Yes.
It was interesting, these numbers, huh?
It was very interesting, these numbers.
I didn't know how I felt about the singing. I got to be honest.
Because they didn't sing these themselves.
No, and like, wasn't Jimbo's a man's voice?
Yeah, and it was about
I was confused.
Being born. I'm like, who wrote these songs for them?
I think it was our favorite Leland, who usually kills it, but it was odd to me. I definitely thought Candy's was better. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I thought she did better for sure, and I remember hers more. She wore orange.
She wore orange.
So see, I remember hers more. But Jimbo was in his classic black and white vibe.
It was a black and white, and like it had like a cape that kind of went up.
Yeah.
And he had like little mousy ears.
They both felt awkward to me.
They felt weird. It kind of felt out of place.
It did.
Like I was thinking that the girls were going to get a RuPaul track and then do their own, like very like Reggie Roach You. I was thinking that was going to be the vibe.
Right.
And then when this happened and I was like, we're singing about being born. And then Candy's singing about pay me in bills. I'm like, it doesn't really go with anything that they did over the season.
And it was also weird. Like, I guess I don't remember how most All-Stars are filmed, but like, I guess I'm used to the live audience. And so it felt like a little weird, like without the live audience. But is that how they always do All-Stars?
Yeah.
So they never have a live audience.
They never have a live audience.
And what do they normally do?
Normally it's been, so like with All Stars 2, it was Reggie wrote you.
Okay.
All Stars 3 was.
But that was like a music video that they all were in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Kitty Girl was the same way. It was a one take.
Right. Oh, I usually love those.
Yes, those were fun.
Yeah, this didn't register the same way to me. It just felt so canned, like so in the studio, so like the magic was missing to me. It wasn't electric. It wasn't like I couldn't wait. I don't know. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in both, I'll be honest.
Same. I thought Candy killed it.
Yeah, I did too.
I think the only note that I had for Candy is that sometimes she doesn't emote. Like, but I'm like, it's a weird song. She killed all the moves and I thought she did great. But it was a weird vibe. And then when they brought out all of the old contestants to come out in choir robes.
Oh, I forgot that was the ending of it, right? Where they all like came out at the end. That was bad. Yeah. No, it didn't work for me. I mean, I just feel bad. I feel like a lot of this podcast this season is us just being like, we don't like it. But we don't like it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I just didn't think it was like the best way to end it all.
Yeah.
You know? I also thought it was really weird how all the contestants were like watching them when they were getting rehearsal. With the choreographer. I was like, now that's kind of like shady. Like that's a little bit much. Like let them have their rehearsal on their own. Like why do we need everyone on the side?
Well, also, you know, they were
commenting?
like, I want to be back in the hotel room right now. Like, I don't want to be sitting here watching them rehearse.
No, they wanted to be on TV. They were happy to be there. Let's be real. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just felt like this format for me was a little lackluster. And I think it did have to do with the songs that they were lip syncing to. I didn't really attach to either one of them. And so yeah, I was just kind of like, meh.
And I kind of feel like the past few seasons, the regular season of Drag Race is when they started introducing these songs in the finale. Like I know that season 14 was, I remember Diabetes had like a butterfly one, and then Willow Pill had I Hate People. Sasha this past season.
How do you remember all this, Joseph? I swear to God, like half the girls on Work the World would be like, did you even watch my season? I'm like, I did, babe, but like, I don't know. It all blends together. I don't remember stuff. I smoke weed. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, sometimes the knowledge is there. But then Sasha had like the Goddess song.
That was a great one. Goddes. But that was Sasha. She sang it.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Are you
it
sure?
Sounded like her voice, but it wasn't.
It did sound like her. You're sure?
I'm positive.
Wow. But it says Sasha Colby.
Yeah, but it's not.
You're sure?
I'm positive.
You've talked to her.
I haven't talked to her, but I know
I
it's not her.
Okay, I have to ask her to make sure.
Ask her.
Well, it sounded like her.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect. If they're going to have songs like, and that's why I thought Jimbo's As a Man was like a little weird. Like I was like, wait, what?
I also think that I was confused for the fact of when you think about it, these songs, like they're not picking these songs.
Right.
So they're kind of given these songs.
Right.
And I know that they may be like, oh, you know, Leland felt your vibe all season and this is what you got. But like, what if you didn't like the song?
Right. I remember now also it was giving me very Rent vibes.
Oh, I got very Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh, okay. Well, I like that one.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like Rent, but I like Hedwig more.
I got very Hedwig.
Really? Okay.
Uh-huh. Well, we get into the final lip sync.
Okay, right. Remind me.
And it was Do You Want a Funk by Sylvester and Patrick Cowley.
Okay.
It was like, do you want a funk?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
But Miss Naysha Lopez went and opened her mouth at Roscoe's and told the tea behind this.
What'd she say?
So apparently the top 3 girls were told that, hey, turn in a list of songs. So Jimbo, Jessica Wilde, and Candy turned in a list of songs that they would like to lip sync to.
Okay.
Do You Want a Funk was always the finale song. Well, the last minute, Miss Producer Mandy came in and she said, hey, Candy, Jimbo, we are changing the song. We are doing Milkshake by Khalees. And Candy was like, that was on Jimbo's list. And Candy said, call my fucking mother. She said, I'm not doing this. Call my mother.
Meaning
You're not going to
Aja?
change the song, huh?
Meaning Aja?
I don't know. I think she was meaning her actual mother.
Oh.
I think she was being like, fuck this. And then she basically was like, I'm not going to be in your finale if you change this song. Call my mother.
But why? Milkshake would have been better for both of them.
Yeah, it would have been better for both of them.
Right?
Yes.
I like Candy would have turned Milkshake way more. Yeah, now I'm remembering it. No, I felt like the song choice was wrong.
It was wrong.
It was not giving grand finale. And I thought this song would have been on Jimbo's list. I thought that's the tea you were about to spill.
Oh, no.
Interesting. I think that would have been better for both of them.
And I would love to see Milkshake as a lip sync song one day.
Love Khalees. Anyone who like goes after Beyonce, I'm like, work, you're brave. But yeah, no, I felt like they both did a pretty good job for what the song was. I don't really remember like either one being better than the other though. Like I don't remember watching and being like, oh, that's definitely the winner. You know what I mean? I felt like they were on the same level.
They were on the same level. And I think that Jimbo used the props to his advantage too. Like he pulled out a phone.
I remember that, and I read it on Instagram that he stole that phone from the hotel and covered it in the fabric, which I was like, of course Jimbo did that. I love that. And I guess Jimbo made that last outfit that she was wearing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. Something she was making like with fabric from the Trixie box, and like she made that. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, our winner.
The Queen, about to be inducted into the Drag Race Hall of Fame, is Jimbo.
Yes! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Which we all knew it was going to be was Jimbo.
Hooray! I mean, you know, Jimbo deserved it.
Totally deserved it.
Totally deserved it. Totally killed it this whole season. Incredible looks, incredible iconic moments.
Shirley Temple just goes
Shirley
down.
Temple, I loved the influencer one with the camera phones. That one was
Yes, that
amazing
look was
to me.
stunning.
I mean, the whipped cream coming out of the titties
Yes.
was hysterical right towards the end. You know, just so smart, so witty, so funny, very well deserving. Spent their money on their drag, earned the money back. Good for them. Like, definitely happy. Was it an anticlimactic ending? I'd say yes.
Yeah, but-
I'd say yes, it was. But I think well deserved.
I loved it.
It's good. We have a glamour clown in the
Yes.
in the Hall of Fame pictures. I saw them all up together, and I was like, "That's cool." I feel like Jimbo really adds something different to the mix of people that we already have, and really represents a more obscure version of drag, which I think is great. And I love that. You know, I celebrate that. It's not the drag I do, but it's definitely a drag that I appreciate. And yeah, I really felt like it's well deserved, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
I am.
Same.
I am.
Very happy. I had.
You sent him flowers.
Yeah, I sent him
So
flowers.
sweet. Yeah.
Well, I sent him beforehand.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I heard the rumblings that it was going to be like it leaked, but I sent the flowers and scheduled them to get there on Friday. And then in my head, I was like, what if he doesn't win? And then it says congratulations. And I was like, oh, that would be awful. But no.
Congratulations for making it into final two.
Yeah. So, I was very happy. I had dinner with his husband last night. And we
Who's
chatted
so sweet
about
too.
it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very, very sweet. And
Are they over the moon?
yeah, he said that literally what Jimbo's been doing is he just keeps going through the Instagram messages and stuff and then just having a moment to like soak it in.
Oh.
And that he says that it's just tears all the time, but
Happy tears.
Yeah, very happy tears.
That's so wonderful.
and they get the benefit of living in Canada and not paying all the crazy taxes on the money.
I highly doubt that. Surely there's still going to be a ton of taxes.
Yeah, but it won't be as much.
Really? But the money's coming from America.
True.
Yeah. No, there's taxes paid on that for sure. But whatever. Still walking away with at least 130, 40, 50.
Yeah.
I would think.
And
I mean, I know like when Bianca won $100,000, I think she said she got 68 of it.
That sounds about right.
So
It's
if
normally
you
about
won
two-thirds.
$200,000, you're going to go home with 150,
Probably like 130, 150. Yeah.
Okay, 130, 150. Not
Hey,
bad.
not
Plus,
bad.
on top of the other money she won, didn't she win other money throughout the season?
yeah.
So she's doing fine.
Yeah, so that was our finale episode.
There it is.
There it is. We had a lot of great queens on this season.
Definitely.
Apparently, there's some great queens on for the next season. They're filming right now.
They are filming the 9.
They're filming the
Okay.
9 right now. Non-elimination from what I've heard, and I believe it's only 8 girls, which I'm sad about.
So little.
I was
How many
like,
do we have this season? 12?
12.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
I like when we have 12s
Yeah.
and 13s. I do not like when we have below 10 because
It gets boring.
it gets boring
Yeah.
and also it's so short.
Yeah. Well, good luck to those girls who are sequestered and sissing that walk.
So as we are closing this out, we
Yes.
had a lot of suggestions come through.
Yes.
Was there anything that stuck out to you?
Well, I just saw so many kind messages of people being like, y'all can do anything. And that like was so sweet. I was like, oh, I like love how supported we are by our listeners. I think that's incredible that people literally are like, you could talk about anything and we'll tune in. It doesn't have to be Drag Race. It could be whatever. So that's really what stuck out in my head more than like a specific idea was just the fact that we have people who are like, we're going to listen no matter what.
That's how I felt too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this gives us more range to think about what we want.
Yeah.
And we've loved doing this all season with you
Totally.
guys. So Laganja and I, as we close out this episode, we are going to think over the next couple of weeks and month or whatever it is and see what ideas we throw at the wall. And hopefully a new season of Queening Out will be coming out. That won't be Drag Race related.
Yeah. Or is, but isn't solely Drag Race.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll be back.
I did
Don't
see
worry.
one comment
What?
that I just remember. Someone was like, what I learned from this episode was that Laganja doesn't like being here for this podcast or Drag Race. I was like, not wrong, but I died.
So true.
I died. It's like I had an honest and open moment, and then someone's like, oh, that's all I learned this episode.
That's all.
She doesn't like anything. I'm like, it's not true.
Oh, and before we close this out, I do have to say that we have a winner, and I have to say the winner out loud of the bottle.
Yes.
So then that way, you can. I'm going to call out the winner. I will reply to your comment to let you know, but make sure that you check the comment. Also, send an email at laganjos@gmail.com if you are the winner, and make sure you just say whatever your name was. And I'm going to cross-check. I'm going to make sure that none of you are cheating.
I know I wore the one that you gave me in today, and you were like, "Is that the
I was
Jean-Paul
like,
Gaultier?" I'm like, "Yes, no. So you better
ooh.
know what I'm wearing." It smells so good. I'm obsessed.
It is really good. So the winner of everything is Zane5679.
Work, Zane.
Zane5679. Send us an email at laganjos@gmail.com and I'll make sure that you get your nice little bottle. And
I
that's all
love
we
it.
have.
It's a winner, baby.
It's a winner, baby. Thank you so much, Laganja.
Thank you, as always. I love you. I'm so glad we got to do this with all of you. Thank you for listening. Definitely stay tuned to all of our social media to find out where you will see Queening Out Season 3. But definitely, we've got some exciting things in the works, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And until next time, I'm Joseph Shepard.
I'm Laganja Estranja.
And this has been
Queening Out. Mwah.